What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest channel and podcast. If you have not subscribed yet, please do go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And we are going to have a conversation and talk about some holy mess. This video went viral recently, and I've been waiting to talk about it, trying to just get it in my schedule. And I finally got a few minutes in my day to just sit down and talk about this. Pastor Funderburke from Missouri went viral on TikTok because he was so-called preaching to the congregation of his church, the church at the Well in Kansas City, and he was just pretty much beating these people down because they didn't get him the things that he was asking for. I don't know if it was the pastor's appreciation anniversary, pastor's wedding anniversary, pastor's birthday, pastor's whatever they were honoring him for. Because I know that some pastors and ministers and even some churches, they will have these anniversaries and they'll celebrate what they call the man of God or even the woman of God or whatever. But I've never in my life heard anything like this. And I know that there are people that are out here, even though they don't claim to be worshiping these people who are up in these pulpits, they are. And so many people have given their commentary on this pastor, but I'm going to play this clip. And then what I want to do is not so much even talk about him. I want to talk about the people who were in the congregation. So let's get into this.
See, that's how I know you still poor, broke, busted, and disgusted, because of how you've been honoring me. I'm not worth your McDonald's money. Come on. Come on. I'm not worth your Red Lobster money. I ain't worth your St. John knit. Y'all can't afford it no how. I ain't worth y'all Louis Vuitton. I ain't worth your Prada. I'm not worth your Gucci. Mother, I'm saying this, and I promise you, Deacon, it's not with respect and want. I'm saying it because I want you to understand just what God is saying. I even found out that Movado, you can buy a Movado watch in Sam's. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. And y'all know I asked for one last year. Here it is the whole way in August. I still ain't got it. Y'all ain't saying nothing. Let me kick down the door and talk to my cheap sons and daughters. See, that's how I know you still poor, broke, busted, and disgusted.
I had to play that part again because I already played it through, but I played a little bit of the first part again where he says, "That's how I know you are cheap, broke, busted, and disgusted," or disgusting. And he said what he said. Now, he came out and he did this apology, and apology, I believe, was written, and he read, and he said what he had to say, but he was still even in that apology saying, "I've spoken to those that I'm accountable for, and I've been contacted by those who support me, and they've shown love to me." So he's pretty much saying, look, I said what I said, and those who know me, they know what it's all about, and it is what it is. So there's nothing changing about it. But if you all who are out here in the judgmental public are going to tear me down, call me names, and just trash me on social media, this is why I am even saying this apology, but I don't really mean it. But what I wanted to talk about was not so much even these people, this pastor, but these people who are out here in this congregation agreeing with him. There's this one woman that I could not help but continue to hear her, because as he's saying what he's saying, and he said, "And you know what I found out? You can buy a Movado at Costco." She's like, "Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Come on, Pastor." What in the world does this have to do with salvation? What in the world does this have to do with building the people up? See, it's a sad state of society, and it's being exposed because it's been going on for a long time. This honestly is nothing new, but it's just now that we have all of these people that have camera phones, and people are recording stuff and putting it out there on social media, or even worse, live streaming it, which is how that so-called robbery happened at that church up in New York, where either $400,000 worth of jewelry or $1 million worth of jewelry, whoever is telling you the story, it's whatever they say, was stolen. That was caught via live stream. Somebody was live streaming that. But getting back to this story, this is nothing new, but I've seen it, I've heard it, and I still attend church actually online. I've been doing that for a long time before the pandemic, so that's not even anything new to me. But I had to get out of the buildings, being around these people, because to hear so much of the people in these congregations who want to kiss up to the leaders so much that they will say and do anything just to show their loyal, undying support. And that's what I was feeling and hearing when I was hearing these people amening him, or yes, you can. Yes, you can. When he's talking about everything that had to do with him and nothing regarding living a better life, living a prosperous life, living a healed and whole life, living a life that is full the way that I believe God desires everyone to be able to live. But unfortunately, you have stuff like this where these people, they want to get in these positions of leadership in a church because they want people to serve them. And so this woman and the other people that were in the congregation just pretty much saying, yes, that's right, Pastor. Amen. Say it. Just backing up everything that he was saying. That's why he's probably going to get everything that he's asking for, because he's guilting these people who really don't have it like that to give him the things that he's asking for, because he even said it himself. You're cheap, broke, busted, and disgusted. You can't afford it anyway. But the thing about it is the manipulation tactics that happen from the pulpit from people like him, because here's the bad part. There's so many out here that actually are serving in a capacity because they really have a heart for the people. They really did feel that they have a call on their life to serve in some ministry capacity. And they work other jobs, or they have other companies. They have other sources of income to live. And this is something else that they are doing. But you have people like this guy who want to be in these positions because they want the people to serve them. They want to live a better lifestyle, and they expect the people who go to their church to supply that. Not God supplying all of their needs, but the people supplying all of their needs. So they look at it like, okay, God is going to supply the people to go to this church, and then these people are going to supply me with the lifestyle that I want to live. So if I want to drive certain types of vehicles or live in certain areas or whatever, that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to use the word of God, manipulation tactics, and fear in order to get the people to give their best, give their last, so that I can live the way I desire to live. And that is so ridiculous. It is so harmful. But there's so many people that are just like literally sheep being led to the slaughter. Literally sheep being led to the slaughter because they are being led in the wrong direction by people who really don't mean them any good. And so Pastor Funderburke, he did what he does. he did what he does. And I don't believe the apology. I believe he meant it, but it was just in order to save face and to try to save a few of those people who might, well, not even might, he knows are very easily manipulated. So he doesn't want those people to see the comments or to hear the critiques of what he said to start to affect them and cause them to change their minds to leave his church. So that's what that apology was about. He's not trying to change the minds of anyone who is out on the outside, because he already knows that they're going to feel the way that they want to feel anyway. And there's not going to be any changing of the minds of that by him putting this apology out. He already knows that. He knows what he's doing. But the people in the congregation amening him, agreeing with him, yes, you canning him, and then guilting them, being guilted into giving their last, using their rent money, using their car payment money, using their children's daycare money or whatever, money that they have coming in to supply what he's asking for. That's why he's doing it. Trust and believe he got everything that he wanted after that, because if he didn't do that, he would not have cared about getting the things. If he didn't get if he so-called was asking for these things and he didn't get them, he wouldn't have used the pulpit, the bully pulpit, literally, to guilt these people into giving it later because he didn't get it when he essentially asked for it. Trust and believe he got what he wanted, but that is the manipulation tactic that is used. Get up in the pulpit, try to act like you're speaking under the Spirit of God. And that's what he said, even when he said, see, I'm trying to get you to hear what God is saying. God has nothing to do with that. God has absolutely nothing to do with you wanting to get a Movado, wanting these people to spend their Louis money or their Gucci money or their St. John knit or whatever else he said money, their McDonald's money. That was a cheap shot. And he knew it, to say, well, you don't really have that much money anyway. You just got a few bucks to be able to go to McDonald's every now and then. So just spend that on me. Save that up and spend that on and get me what I want. That's what it was all about. It was to guilt the people into giving him what he really wanted. And he got it. Trust and believe, I'm sure he got what he asked for. So you can let me know your thoughts about all of this in the comment section, guys. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing. And until the next time, this is Beth, and I'm just being beautifully honest.